Oh, hi there. Good morning. This is actually not an unusual time for me to be awake because I get a lot of my stuff done fairly early in the morning. I did need to explain why I haven't exactly been making a lot of YouTube videos for a while. Um, well, there's a combination of reasons, but mostly it's because of my physical health. Um, Yeah, I get a lot of really awkward pains in really scary places. Particularly right now around my heart region. I don't believe it to be cardiac, but I really don't know for sure. Um, it is brought on by, or intensified, I should say, by alcohol consumption. Well, more or less afterwards, anyway. I haven't had a drink in probably 12 hours, but yeah, a lot of pain, and it would be advisable to not drink so that I don't get this pain. But then the psychiatrists win if that happens. Last thing I want is them winning. But problem is, their medication is like it's like an elastic band on your lunchbox. Sure, keeps your sandwich from you know uh, the lid flying off and your sandwich flying off. But should that elastic band, slip off, break off, whatever, then the first bump in the road and your sandwich is all over the place. So when I drink too much. Because there's a combination of reasons for that too. One, because kind of, it's the spice of life, really. Um, it sort of, you know, makes things more interesting. Um, and, the usual sort of reasons. But some people can handle their drink. I can mentally, but physically, my body feels like it got hit by a bus. And I'm asking, did anyone get the number of that? Yeah, it was a real rough night for me this night. Uh, haven't slept a wink in hours, and I thought about maybe going to the hospital, but I went. This is just a waste of time, and not only that, all they'd want to do is send me to a psychiatrist, and it's like, fuck off already. The medical system's a nag bag. Um, you know, um, it can be an effective strategy, but if you're cognizant of that fact, then it's not effective at all. And, I wanted to avoid talking about myself because you never know when there's a Communist Party official watching you. Um, their government's stupid, but it can be quite frightful, actually. But given how my body's felt, somehow making a YouTube video doesn't sound so scary to me. Um, some people in my situation would be going, "Oh, get me an opiate or a painkiller or something like that," and I don't want those things. Those things are bad for your health. I simply want them to stop with the really spooky pains. Now, that's not trying to, become a junkie or anything like that. I want them to stop doing what they're doing and then let my body recover naturally. Or, because the thing is, I know they have a medication that can completely make all the symptoms I have go away. Um, but yeah, they don't want to cough that up. Um, because most likely it's some bastard out there. It's most likely the reason. It's not that it doesn't exist, and that's the same thing about, you know, proof and evidence and things like that. I can't actually, from my position, prove the stuff I'm saying because the powers that be have blocked every avenue there is for me to find this proof that there's this organization out there that doesn't like me very much. But the fact that I can't access that proof doesn't mean it doesn't exist. That's what a lot of people get confused about. They go, well, if you can't find it, then it doesn't exist. Well, that's not actually true. There's too many odd coincidences and, you know, just not much ever really seems to change unless I make changes. And, you know, who knows how far this rabbit hole goes. Just hope there's not some horrible snake at the end of it. Whew, I'd rather not be in this kind of pain. It is very, very unpleasant. Yeah. Um, uh, yeah, I'd rather be talking about some news event or something like that. Uh, like Brittany Griner, she got released from Russia, which was a surprise to me. And the reason I bring her up is because I did a small YouTube segment on her, you know, what happened to her, and I didn't really conclude it. And you know, you'd figure if you're doing a segment about that, you would also talk about when the, in her case, got released. But I hadn't gotten around to it because of what I explained. I'll make a separate video on that later. Yeah. Well, you know, that's a good thing that she got released. I'm surprised, but it's a good thing. Yeah. Well, anyway, back to the topic of this video, which is not the easiest thing to explain, but I am, in fact, a guinea pig for mental health. I made a video years ago about that. And they want to perfect their system because it's all about not just controlling the mental health patient, but also controlling society as a whole. So me defying them, in fact, infuriates them. Can you believe that? Me just trying to live my life day to day, and me not doing exactly what they thought I'd be doing, is pissing them off. Like, I have no idea how pissed off they get, but they clearly are pissed off. Beer of trash. Yeah, well, that's an uncomfortable thought, too. One problem at a time, though. Well, guess I'll tail this video off because, yeah, get another bout of chest pain. So anyway, I'll talk to you people later. Have a good one.